Okay, this is the first time I actually did this. Not walking by any means, but I bought my camera pack, my gimbal, my mic, and I decided to, it's chilly. I'm not sure if I should put my hoodie on, but figured I'd mix it up. It's nice and warm, but I dropped my car off. As you saw, I'm going to give you some B-rolls. And I decided to walk, surprise, surprise, and get some footage out and multitask and make my time count, because any seated opportunity is wasted opportunity. So if I'm out and about like this, where there's about a 45-minute waiting time before my car is done, uh, I'm going to walk. I went inside to pay, and I see so many people like nestled in and nice and warm, and cup of coffee and all comfortable and stuff. And I'm so tempted to do the same, but at the same time, folks, time is money. I have an hour on my hands, and what better way to spend the time than walking, getting my steps in, and talking about the benefits of walking at sort of a senior age, mid-age as a Gen X, although I feel like I'm 25 based on some of the things that you've seen me do. If you're new to the channel, I talk about intermittent fasting, walking, nutrition, sleep, stress, mobility, stretching, and I try to do my best and cover all of these elements that go into making the best version of yourself. So I love the fact that I'm already, I can feel my lungs kicking in now. But I have started doing more and more of the walking and talking videos. I've seen some new growth on the channel, and I appreciate the few comments that have come in recently. And each and one of you that decided to click on this video and other videos, I'm very grateful to you, because you give me energy. Believe it or no, you leaving a comment and liking and observing what I do and how I move, what I do, inspires me to continue this. So I talk about this all the time, is no matter what happens in my life, stress, right? Job. I talk about my corporate job that I left about 3 months ago, and I was making about 200,000 and over. So right now I'm on a nice 3-month break. I am so much more rested, happy. My glow is back. Stress is gone. I have enough to sustain me for some time, over 1 year. So I'm going all in on YouTube, acting, auditioning, but I'm also actively interviewing, if that makes sense, very strategically. But in the meantime, I'm knocking out content like this. So that kind of gives you an overview into my life. Once again, I am a thriving Gen Xer. I am 49 years old. Yes, 49 years old. You can see the, you know, wrinkles. Of course, I have to strain to do it, so you'll actually believe me. But I get carded way more these days than anyone my age would. I know that, at least I'm told by women and men, that I look significantly younger than my age, and this has been a staple of my life. Walking and fasting has anti-aging benefits, and I think I'm living proof and example of that. And so if you get to this age, right, and you are struggling to get in exercise, you don't like going to the gym, right? You don't like being around people, which that's me. I'm very much an introvert as much as I'm an extrovert in entertainment and what I do. But if you don't like that, right, then walking is your therapy, folks. Like, it's your best friend. The joint pain, that you're experiencing, right? The back pain, right? All of these, it could also be due to the fact that you are very stationary, and if you're not using it, you're losing it. You're going to, it's just like a car that sits in a garage, right? It could be an exotic car, an expensive car, it could be a junk. but that engine is the engine. But if you're not starting that engine up and running it, right, it dies down. It dies down. Let me give you an example, right? I talk about having a bilateral hernia surgery 3 years ago, and I thought that was it. I'm going to die. Life was going to end, and I'm never going to be the same again. Boy, was I so wrong. That surgery is looked upon as a very outpatient, same day. You're done in about an hour to 2 hours less. Really, it's anesthesia. Really is a bulk of the time. But I recovered, and I got into the best shape of my life through walking. Because guess what? Those 2 months, 3 months, actually 4 months, I couldn't really lift. I actually couldn't lift. And I was so depressed, and I started going on these long walks to fight my depression, because training, fighting mentally, but fighting like physically as well, is all I know how to do. Like that's what's is a staple of the blueprint of my success in my life. And I adopted walking. And as I started walking, I became so much more happier. I saw amazing benefits, like my skin cleared up, and my sleep improved. And so that's the exact moment that I figured out that, hey, I should be doing a lot more of this. And then also all the nicks and tucks and the pain that I was experiencing in my back, part of the process, right? But thankfully, I have a martial arts background, a dance background, so I'm constantly stretching when I'm watching TV. So remember, if you decide to sit down and watch your favorite shows, especially, if you're older, just remember that you're stationary. And then if you get up, like all of a sudden, you could pull your back. If you sneeze, you could pull your neck muscle, your back muscle. And I've done this. I'm like, all I did was sneeze, and I threw my upper back out. What the hell? I tend to not blow, but I tend to semi-strain my upper back a few times if I have not stretched it. Is when I sneeze, it's so funny. I'm like, what the hell? And there are days when I can't turn my neck, like random. But these things have disappeared. Not completely, but like 90% disappeared. Uh, and I'm not a science or expert. I'm not a doctor, but it has to do with the very fact is blood flow, circulation. Like, what better way? Oh, I got to give you this backdrop here. Look, I'm passing. Can you see behind me? There's this place called. See if I can do the Egg Works. I could have gone in there right now and broken my fast. And that's what I've done before. I've come here leisure while my car's getting washed. I've come here and had some, nice breakfast and summertime. But right now, I'm choosing to do this, to walk, to take you on this journey with me and how you can incorporate walking. So I digress. But yeah, so the blood flow, that's where I was. And the circulation will along with fasting, right? It improves your biomarkers. It improves the chemicals that are going through your system. Hey, doggy. And so this is exactly what causes anti-aging benefits for you. So right now, I'm free. I feel free as ever. Like you see me breathing that. That was like oh man, it feels so good to be alive. Like I'm awake. I'm not on my trail right now, my favorite trail, but I'm doing the most, making the most of what I have in this environment right now. There's no way I'm going to sit and wait for an hour for my car to be done. No way. No, I'm not going to do that. So um, here I am taking advantage of wait time. So you can do that too. Do that as much as you can. And then I would once again stress the importance of intermittent fasting and really dialing in on that. And extracting the benefits. Hello, hello. I'm doing a fasting walking video. So that is the ticket. You can see that there are people that are, looking at you and vibing, and you just end up spreading good energy. I'm happy right now. I am happy right now. I gotta find another way to get around and hit the trail, but there's noise on that side, so maybe I can make loops in the parking lot. Um, but there you have it, folks. This is the life. So I ask you, what is holding you back? What are your challenges? Why aren't you walking? Forget about weight training, which is very important for you to preserve the muscle mass as you get older, but can you do the minimum? Ask these questions. Can you, no matter how tired you are, you can always do more. That's what I've learned from the Mama mentality, Kobe Bryant, right? It's in anything. No matter how tired you are, there's always an extra gear that you have within you that you haven't tapped into. And I can tell you, walking is not that gear. Walking is very simple. You tap into walking, walking will create gears for you that you didn't know existed. I want to say it again. Walking will give you the gears you need to shift and pivot. It opens doors for you mentally, not just physically, mentally. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to leave this one here, and I'll come up. I don't know what title I'm going to come up with because I'm already so excited, but yeah, maybe something along the lines of running your errands, car wash, stepping away to take my walk, right? Simple as that. Okay, folks, until the next one, I'm out.